Yo guys, what is going on? It is Dillbot coming back at you today. It is the 23rd of February. We are looking at FUT Fantasy. I don't know if there's going to be two teams to this, but as far as I know, it's going to be Team 1. And a lot of what I said last night rings pretty true today. The content today is absolutely ridiculous, some of the stuff we got. So I want to jump right in. I'm going to start opening these packs while I start to talk about some things. So one thing I really want to just go through, I want to go through the SBCs real quick that we got. There's an 85 plus overall single pack for you to get started. That's cool. That'll be in the pack opening as well then. So I just want to go over the SBCs we got before I start opening, because I do want to talk about the team while we're opening packs. So we got Teemo today. Play styles. I mean, power shot, chip shots, really not great. That being said, the stats on this are pretty good. I don't really know how many upgrades he's gonna get, but even if he gets 2, I mean, he's 97, 90, 90. That's pretty good. I mean, he's got the 5-star weak foot with power shot, which makes it pretty nice. I just don't love chip shot. Regular play styles, really good. He's got technical, rapid, first touch, relentless, and quick step. I mean, can't really complain with that. We also got an 81 double upgrade today, and then we got the refresh of the 83 plus Team of the Week player pick. I feel like sooner rather than later, maybe next refresh, it's going to be an 85 plus. Wouldn't be shocked if we see that soon. And then the other thing we got today, guys, we got exchanges back. They randomly dropped this on our head. We have them for 55 days, so that's basically going to lead us up until TOTS. So I really hope that they refresh at TOTS, because exchanges are some of the best things that EA has ever added to this game. Having them during Team of the Year was amazing, and there's a ton of times since where I've thought to myself, wow, I would love to have exchangers right now. Just think of all the times on the video that I've deleted just one random high-rated card. I mean, it's nice to have. So, I'm gonna really quick. I'm gonna rip this. Grimaldo. I'm gonna take that. And then we're gonna rip the 85 plus player picks. Wow, 2 FUT fantasies. Iago Aspas has 1 playstyle plus. Okay playstyles. High agility, low balance. How much does this card go for? I'm 33k. Sounds about right. Alright. Well, I'm gonna take him, and Andre's got a card too, so we'll talk more about them in a minute. Throw that right in the club. Give me another FUT fantasy. I'll take a Beth Mead. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna throw the full team on the screen while I rip through these 81 player picks, because I don't think a lot of them will have anything. So take a look real quick. We're looking at Griezmann. Guys, this Griezmann is definitely the best player in this team. They gave him such a big pace boost, I feel like. I don't think any of his previous cards had above like 82, 83 pace. So giving him a +4, plus he's going to get most likely upgrades. I don't know if they'll hit the 11 threshold, but he should be able to get all the other 3 upgrades. Marquinhos, again, 86 pace. They juiced the pace on him. Like, I just don't know where that came from. He gets anticipate and power headers as other playstyle plus. I don't hate it. I do think Marquinhos is the better center back over Konate. I thought Konate was going to probably be better. Konate gave him relentless plus as his other one, so it's not a bad situation to have, but it's definitely, you don't necessarily want relentless as your other play style. But I do think, it looks like it's going to be a good card. overall, and if he gets his Liverpool upgrades, which I'm sure he will. Grealish. So this is a card that he got injured. So I'm not really sure if he's going to reach all his requirements. Man City's the team that is, most likely to hit the 11-goal threshold or definitely up there for the full upgrade. So, it all depends on him at this point if he's going to be able to actually play in games to get the upgrades for the cards. They kind of juiced it, though, 90 pace, 85 shooting, 89 passing, 92 dribbling, 80 fizz. He's got finesse shot. They didn't give him press proven like I had said I thought they were going to the other night. They gave him Trickster Plus. So I think the issue with that, unless they upgraded, which I don't think they did, he's only got 4-star skills. Yeah. 4-star skills Trickster is like a Ferrari with a Volkswagen engine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make sense why you would want that at all. Kelly, great looking card. So, I don't know how good Manchester City Women's is. I would assume they're oil barons as well for women's, so they're probably pretty good. But I mean, rapid whip pass, that's the layout play styles, and the card looks a lot like layout, to be completely honest with you, just not as tall. But I bet she's gonna be way cheaper. But if she gets a +3, that's crazy, absolutely crazy. Delict looks super fun. I think back to when he used to have good cards. Like, I don't think last year he really had a good card, and he definitely hasn't this year. He's had a team of the week. They give him Jockey Plus, and they give him Aerial with crazy face card stats. I mean, I'll take that. I will definitely give a card like that a shot. I know Bayern's not exactly the people aren't exactly the most confident in Bayern, but I do think he could get a couple upgrades at least. So that's not a bad thing to, give a shout. Molina. So then I want to talk about Kalinoglu, and then because he looks really good, and he's one that's definitely looking like he can get all the upgrades. Inter is definitely a team that I could see scoring 11 goals in the time frame. So we just have to see what ends up happening. Those are all the cards that I really think are really good. I mean, these... And Mendy, I mean, we talked about Mendy last night in depth, but these one playstyle plus cards just don't look very good. Politano is a cheeky little shout, but he's just got one playstyle, so even if he gets all the upgrades, it doesn't really matter, does it? So, yeah. So, that's the team one. I'm sure we're going to be getting a mini release either today or tomorrow. I haven't seen leaks for it yet, or unless there's something unless something's slipping my mind that we even talked about yesterday that isn't in the team yet. I want to look at the heroes real quick, because the heroes, guys, in my opinion, with the exception of Rui Costa, if you see that purple flare, it is a W. I have some exchanges I'm going to throw in, and then I'm going to switch back to the screen after. Rui Costa has first touch flare with not great face stats. 4-4. Don't love it. I mean, look at some of these cards, guys. You got Paulo Futre gets a card. Rapid, incisive, 95 pass, or 95 pace, 95 dribbling, 5'3", though. I mean, it is interesting. Marquisio is very, very interesting to me. Block, anticipate. So he's still got the offensive stats, the dribbling, the passing. He doesn't really have the shooting, but that makes his defending so much higher. This card, I can't believe it. These icons they released are good. Baller is not as good as I thought he was going to be. They gave him chip shot. I could have swore I saw a long throw in somewhere else. They gave him chip shot and aerial. I mean, those are okay. He's 5'11", so I don't really love the aerial play if I'm using it on an attacker at least. Company. Guys, Company is probably the most hyped card out of this entire promo. They really juiced this card off its base stats. They gave him a +4 pace on an upgradable card for Man City. Think about that for a second. This card is most likely going to get a +2. So we're going to be looking at a card with 87 pace, 95 defending, 92 physical, 6'3" with anticipate and intercept. Not to mention his regular play styles. He's got block, slide tackle, bruiser, aerial, power header. This card, I can't believe the price range is only 2 mil. You know, me personally, I would try and snag one up for that price, because they're definitely updating the price range. That card is not less than a 2 million coin card. This card is, I don't know. This card looks absolutely ridiculous. I definitely want to give him a try. Then we also got Kessler. Looks really good. The price right now, I can't believe she's only going for 700k. This looks like a primo hero. I guess the issue is definitely the league. But I mean, this card looks really good. It looks like Sawa, to be honest, with second play style, her base card. But I mean, this is a card that if you see it, I don't. All of her cards this year have been cheap, in my opinion, for what they are, and this is no different. This is a live card. I mean, you know, 700k for a card like this that could get potentially 2 upgrades. I don't know what club she's tied to, and it's not like that would mean anything. I don't know anything about women's football, so is what it is. Lizarazu, quick step slide tackle with crazy stats. One of the best left backs in the game, has potential to get. Does it say who they're tied to? Actually, definitely doesn't. Yeah, it definitely doesn't. 3-3 is the only thing that I don't love, but you know, he's a left back, so at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. But I mean, pretty good face stats. This is definitely, I would say this is probably better than. He's a top 3 non-team of the year left back in the game. Then we look at Tevez, guys. You give him Power Shot Plus as his extra play style. Not bad. He's got 5'4". They kept him with the 5-star weak foot, which I wasn't, or the 5-star skill move, which I wasn't really sure if they were gonna do or not. And then they gave him a nice boost. So I assume, even though he's in a blue kit, he's tied to Man U since Company's on Man City. But I mean, imagine, that's the problem with Man U, is it probably ends up being 1 upgrade, maybe none. Still looks like a good card. I mean, this is one that I'm not upset if I pack that. That's for absolutely sure. So I think technical power shot's a nice little combination there, and I'm pretty happy with overall this entire team. What's Marquisio's price range? 90. His price range is messed up. It has to be. He's got a price range of 95,000 coins, which is less than the price range of his base card. Okay. Good job, EA. That's funny. Okay. How much is Marquinhos going for? His price range is 2 mil. I mean, makes sense. I just don't know how many upgrades he'll get, so that's the crux of it, I guess. Alright. I'm going to switch back to the screen real quick. I'm going to put in my last exchanger, and I'm going to open the actual packs that I had saved. The other thing I want to talk about real quick, I want to switch back here, and then I want to talk about it before I open the rest of the packs, actually, is the new Evo that was released today. It looks like it's an okay Evo. It looks like there's a couple cards that can become pretty good. I do have a card that I've already looked at that I think I'm throwing right in there. It is the... What's the Evo even called? It's called the Pick It Up Evo. And so that's the card that I'm looking at right there. Is Patrick Gujarro. 89 pace, 83 shot, 85 passing, 86 dribbling, 83 defense, 73 physical. This gives her, like, people were using her card in the beginning of the year, and it was good, and this gives her a plus 11 pace. I mean, this is a free card. I don't see why, for 10 games, play 10 games and you get this card. I'll take that right into the Barca PNP. Right into the Barca PNP. I'm actually just going to start the Evo right now, because there's not even a chance I do somebody else. Yeah, I think really there is a leak that we have for Alex Scott to be our SBC for, I assume, tomorrow, since she's the only leak that we have. I'm just gonna delete Mancini. Sorry, guys. I assume he'd be or she'll be our SBC tomorrow. A right back would be cool. I mean, it'd probably be a nice little card. I mean, her cards have always been cheap. If they just juice it a little bit, I wouldn't be shocked if it's a really good right back. One I wouldn't mind seeing in the game, for sure. It depends really on the playstyles. That's gonna be the story for as long as playstyles are in the game. Is it depends on the playstyles. But she's got Relentless on her base card, which I don't think is a bad playstyle. I want to try this 81 double real quick. You know, especially for an outside back, it's hard to make an argument against Relentless. That's the thing with right backs, or with outside backs. I don't particularly know what exactly like a good play style is. I like whipped on my outside backs, but other than that, you know, it's hard for me to be like, this is the best play style to have on an outside back. So wow, we are not getting anything from these. I didn't realize I had just a ton of small tradable packs. But yeah, I mean, I think that Alex Scott card. The other thing that could be cool is if they give her left back eligibility. Don't think they would do that, but it was something that I was thinking about that would be nice and cool. I am really happy with how FUT Fantasy looks so far. It looks a lot better than last year, in my opinion. These cards released from their base look so much better than the cards that were released from the base last year. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is I don't know if it's going to be like last year with the upgrade time frame, I guess, where like we just didn't start seeing the upgrades to the cards until like 2 or 3 weeks after, or that's when the time frame started for the 4 games or whatever. My guess is we probably will. It would be nice if it was sooner rather than later. If it was like, all right, next time that they play a domestic game, that's when it's going to start upgrading. But I think that is what it is this year, because it said February, like in that graphic or whatever, it was like February 14th. I guess that was a sheriff graphic, so I'm not really sure. But we'll see going forward, I guess, for sure, what the time frame on this is going to be, because that is important. I mean, a lot of these cards, EA knows this. With live promos, they have to try and push it sooner rather than later. And this year, more than ever, they have been trying to push the upgrades sooner, because they know how fast they would fall behind the power curve and how much they lose all the hype for these live cards, which then makes these live promos just feel bad, because if you're waiting for a card to get good and then it just never gets good because it's always behind the curve, we're just going to stop getting excited for live promos, which I think a lot of us have stopped getting excited for live promos, to be completely honest with you. Except, I mean, they really revitalized it this time, in my opinion. You know, I think that this entire promo team looks pretty good. You know, I think this is going to solve a lot of the issues that people have been having over the last couple weeks with the post Team of the Year, like, depression, I guess to call it, where like people are like, oh well, there's nothing that's going to make my team, blah, 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 blah. But I don't know. I that's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to happen every once in a while. You just got to get used to the valleys and the highs at the end of the day. Still no blue. I just want to see the flare and see what it looks like. Katoto. Good thing I didn't watch that. I don't remember making all these 81 doubles, but I guess I did. Yeah, we're getting to the end here. I'm just curious. I bet it's just going to be a light blue flare. I always wonder that, you know, what it looks like before I see it. So I do have some points loaded up. We are going to run over to the store real quick, see if maybe we can see a flare over there. Nice little Marquinhos walkout. I'll take a... I don't even need Griezmann. I'll just take a... I'm not falling for that. Yeah, I am. We're going to open this real quick. Is that a Dynasty's icon? It's a fire card? Rodri. You have to be kidding me. I had that card. I packed that card pre-team of the year. That's funny. That's actually hilarious. I'm not going to lie. Oh, this game's funny sometimes. I threw him in an exchanger. Why wouldn't I? This is a tradable pack. I'm not going to open that. I'm going to open this. That's a Team of the Week walkout. Salah, Team of the Week. Double. Tavernier. Nwakeme. Yeah, I mean, just this. Alright. Well, guys, I think on that note, I'm going to call it here. Tomorrow, we will have the refresh of the hero, or the icon pick. You know I will be here with that. Of course I will. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Favorite day of the week. Yeah, guys, so, you know, if you guys enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, I'm super happy with the way FUT Fantasy starting to look this year. Let's hope they can keep it going through the entire week, and if it's 2 weeks, for most of the second week, because, you know, they can hardly keep it up. All right, guys. Peace out.